Hello everyone, today I will share a method that can help you create an orchid garden that blooms all 365 days. A very simple and effective method of propagating plants at home. You can make full use of the dead flower branches to create new, healthy and vibrant orchid plants. Follow until the end of today's video and I will guide you step by step in detail. Let's get started. This orchid is in the final stages of its flowering cycle, when the flowers have begun to fade but the plant is still accumulating many nutrients in the stem. This is the golden stage to exploit the growth potential of the dormant buds, the locations containing the inactive meristem tissue. If treated properly, these dormant buds can quickly develop into new shoots, creating the premise for the next generation of orchids. Use scissors that have been thoroughly sterilized before handling. Then proceed to cut off the withered flower branches. The part below still has dormant buds. Check the buds on the stem. At this location, the buds are still green, indicating that the tissue is not dead. However, since these are buds that have previously flowered, they should be removed as they are unlikely to produce new buds. Remove eyes that have no chance of regenerating to provide nutrients for the green sleeping eyes. The bottom of the plant is still too thick or rough. We can lightly cut diagonally to expand the contact surface, helping the plant to easily absorb water and nutrients, and the cut end is flat and smooth. Then gently peel off the outer protective layer of the orchid flower. This step exposes the young tissue inside, creating favorable conditions for new roots to develop and the young plant to grow rapidly. For this sleep, i.e. the tissue has degenerated and can therefore be omitted during treatment. A simple but effective tip I often use is to drip melted candle wax into the cut. The candle wax creates a physical layer that isolates exposed tissue from air, preventing bacteria, mold and insects from entering, helping the cut heal faster without the need for pesticides. To stimulate orchid roots, I use garlic, an ingredient easily found in your kitchen. With this method, I will use 1 clove of garlic. Garlic is also known as a natural antibiotic that is highly effective for plants. Cut off one end of the garlic bulb and use a knife to scrape out the garlic juice to release the active compounds inside. Garlic contains allicin, a compound that has antibacterial and antifungal properties and stimulates root growth. Use fresh garlic to gently rub the base of the orchid to help the natural antibacterial active ingredients in garlic penetrate directly into the plant tissue. Next, apply pure garlic juice to the dormant buds on the orchid stem to help disinfect and stimulate germination. Which country are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment to let me know. It's great that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. Applying garlic to orchid stems is a natural way to inhibit the growth of mold. This method helps protect the plant, especially when it is recovering or preparing to sprout. The remaining garlic is sliced into small pieces, then used as a natural fertilizer, contributing to providing nutrients for the orchid during growth. The smell of garlic can help repel some pests that harm orchids. Using garlic can help strengthen the orchid's resistance, making the plant healthier. The next ingredient chosen is ripe banana, which contains many natural nutrients that are beneficial for the development of orchid roots and leaves. The main ingredient used is banana peel, an ingredient that is often discarded after eating. Chop finely to help release large amounts of essential nutrients, especially potassium, phosphorus, and beneficial trace minerals, helping to improve root health and promote the overall growth of orchids. Use a container of these two ingredients together to create a natural fertilizer that both resists disease and stimulates orchid growth. Next, use 500 milliliters of clean filtered water to dissolve the two ingredients above to activate the nutrient decomposition process. Stir the mixture well to completely blend the nutrients, then let it sit for about 30 minutes to activate the natural extraction process. After 30 minutes, stir well to ensure the nutrients are completely dissolved. Then strain the solids through a sieve to obtain a clear, nutrient-rich solution ready to water your orchids or use in propagation. Use a small jar that is the right size for the plant, then pour the solution in so that the water level covers the jar. Next, place the orchid branch containing the dormant eye into the vase, making sure the eye is completely submerged in the nutrient solution. Soak the branches for 30 minutes to help the tree absorb maximum nutrients. After 30 minutes of soaking in the nutrient solution, take it out. You can see that the sprouts become greener and more shiny, reflecting a positive sign of the initial recovery and growth stimulation process. Move to a new planting location. Using foam as a support for the orchid both fixes the position of the plant and helps maintain the necessary humidity. The mouth of the jar is used as a mold to cut and shape the foam to fit, ensuring a stable environment for the plant's growth. In addition to the English subtitles, you can use the automatic translation to your language to understand the content more easily. To subtitle in your language, open the video and click on the gear icon settings in the automatic translation to select your preferred language. Put into try-on size. Use clean filtered water or boiled and cooled water as a source of moisture for the plant. The amount of water is adjusted to be just enough, equivalent to half the height of the sponge, to ensure stable humidity. Fix the tree to a vertical support bar, then use a specialized clamp to reinforce it, to ensure the tree stands firmly, minimizing tilting or bending during growth. Place the plant in the center of the vase so that the support bar, foam pad, and roots are in direct contact with each other. This ensures that the roots can absorb moisture from the foam pad effectively, while also helping to firmly fix the plant in the growing medium. In addition to using foam to maintain humidity, you can add antibacterial cotton to increase the plant's ability to retain moisture. Cotton wool has the ability to retain moisture rising from below, creating conditions to maintain stable humidity around the roots and dormant buds of the orchid, thereby promoting the germination process. Using a plastic cup with ventilation holes at the bottom helps increase air circulation for the roots, while minimizing the risk of harmful fungi and bacteria entering during orchid care. After planting, we will leave it in a cool, dry, airy place to help the plant grow. With the remaining nutrients, I use a soft cotton pad to gently wipe the leaf surface of healthy orchids in the garden. Wiping the leaves evenly on both the top and bottom not only helps to directly provide essential nutrients through the leaf epidermis, it also helps to clean dirt, increase photosynthesis, maintain the natural shine of the foliage, reduce the risk of disease, and create favorable conditions for the comprehensive development of the orchid. This mixture contains many natural minerals such as potassium from banana peels and allicin from garlic. When applied to the leaves, these nutrients can be absorbed through the surface, adding directly to the plant, especially useful during the recovery process. With the next care method, I will water directly on the orchid roots, using a pot to hold the water after watering. This natural fertilizer blend will penetrate deep into the roots, providing essential nutrients, such as potassium and other trace elements to help the plant recover quickly, strengthen the roots, and prepare for the growth of young orchids on flower branches. Placing the orchid pot in a shady place with high humidity and indirect light will promote the buds to develop into healthy seedlings. And here is the result. After 3 weeks, check our orchid. You can observe that the plant has grown the first young roots, showing that the nutritional conditions and humidity you have provided are sufficient, helping the plant to revive quickly. It can be observed that, when maintained in suitable humidity conditions, orchids retain their freshness. The petals do not wither and the colors remain vibrant, clearly showing vitality. Remove the remaining cotton and thoroughly examine the overall condition of the plant to assess whether it is ready to move to a new growing environment. Not only does the root system develop healthily, the orchid also begins to form new leaves, a sign that the plant has recovered well and has all the growing conditions to move to a new growing environment safely and effectively. Next, proceed to plant the tree in the new substrate. We will proceed to cut off the flowers. Removing flowers at this stage is necessary for the plant to focus maximum nutrition on developing the root system and leaves, thereby forming a healthy. Using cinnamon powder to treat cuts is an effective natural remedy that helps disinfect and prevent the penetration of fungi and bacteria into damaged plant tissues, thereby limiting the risk of rot and supporting the tissue recovery process after pruning. Use a larger pot, designed with drainage holes, to ensure good drainage and facilitate air circulation to the root zone. We will use carefully processed pine bark as a growing medium for the pine bark tree to ensure a clean, airy and safe growing environment for the development of orchid roots. Pine bark also creates ventilation for the root system, while retaining moisture well, helping the plant absorb water gradually. Pine bark is also highly durable, less prone to rotting, helping to save time changing the substrate. Place a layer of dry moss at the bottom of the pot to support and protect the orchid roots, preventing the roots from being crushed during the planting process, while keeping them slightly moist and creating a stable environment for the plant to grow. Cover the orchid base with a layer of moss to maintain stable humidity, especially necessary for newly planted or newly separated plants. This layer of moss not only promotes rapid rooting but also creates favorable conditions for the roots to absorb nutrients optimally. After completing the planting process, the next step is to supplement the plant with natural fertilizer from banana peels and garlic. Use it for orchids every 2 weeks to soak or water the roots. On normal days, to maintain the necessary humidity for orchids. You can use clean filtered water and spray a light mist on the surface of the leaves and around the base. Next, water directly into the base and root area of the plant, soaking the entire root in a pot containing nutrient solution for about 20 minutes. This is the optimal time for the plant to absorb the necessary nutrients while ensuring that it does not become waterlogged, helping the root system to develop healthily and stably. After watering, place the plant in a cool place with light sunlight to help the plant photosynthesize and grow well. I have been using this method in my garden for over 5 years. No need to use chemicals, no harm to the environment, but the plants still grow healthily, bloom regularly, and lasts a long time. I believe that scientific knowledge plus natural ingredients plus perseverance are the keys to successfully growing orchids, especially during the recovery period after flowers fade or the plant is weak. Thank you for watching. If you find this sharing useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it again to spread knowledge about growing orchids safely, effectively, sustainably. See you in the next video.